Whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hooker force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā ko nā whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira. Whakarongo pi kari kari mai, hare hare mai. O Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
E ngā tai whakarunga, e ngā tai whakararo, e ngā tai kare nei o tērā o tātou. Ngā mihi atu ana ki a koutou katoa. Nau mai hoki mai ki Taringa.
Nau mai hoki mai ki Taringa.
Ki tā tātou punua pāho e whakapāho atu ana i te pokapū, i te taone haruru o te awa matu. Ai, kei raro hoki nei i te manakitanga a te wānanga o te roa. Me te pūtea tautoko nā te māngai pāho.
Me irirangi te motu.
Irirangi te motu. Nā reira, ngā mihi ana kia koutou, ngā e mihi ana kia koutou. O te rā kia koe tuahine.
Tēnā koe, tēnā koutou e ngai Taringa.
Ai, he wiki anō, me ngā mihi e rere tonu ana ki tō tātou hoa. A praone, praone pōtai rau, praone kaupapa rau, praone waiwai rau. E mihi ana kia koe tai, e me ngā manakitanga ki runga i a koe. Hoino, once upon a Taima.
Once upon a Taima. I thought you might have tried to weave in the mua roto.
Oh, yeah.
What's the next one?
You're giving it away. Nah.
When you started being a little bit directional there, I was like, oh, is he going to do it?
Well, you know, we try our best for our mihi, but it's whatever comes out.
Yes, no, very good, very, just always amazed at you guys who can do that stuff off the cuff.
Well, it's a good test, eh? See what you come up with, but
pretty sure, you know, if you've just tuned into Taringa, if this is your first episode ever, most of you would know I'm not the wittiest, smartest, fastest thinking person. So what you guys can do is amazing.
It's not if you're smart, it's how are you smart. And, you know, we've got to have someone with the looks, Erica, as well as the charm. So, yeah, that's why you're here. She's blushing at you. She's blushing at you. Hoino, once upon a Taima, and we've got a cool kiwaha today. Our kiwaha this week is ihukuri.
Ihukuri.
You know, we could probably debate whether it's a kiwaha or a kupu whakarite. However, there's a lot of times when we use kupu whakarite or even parts of whakatauki as a kiwaha.
Yeah.
So ihukuri is for someone who's nosy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Tēnei ihukuri, because, you know, kuri is always putting his nose around, sniffing around, you know, one of its main centres, and we can say, oh, koe ihukuri, don't be so nosy, or I actually use it for people that just turn up in time for kai.
Oh, like say, smelt the kai.
Aramai ihukuri, yeah. Ihukuri, or a person that, it's even used for a travelled person that is always on the go, you know, like a journey person. You know, they're always travelling. They just follow their nose.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they just follow their nose. You know, wherever their hat falls, that was his home. Yeah. So that's ihukuri.
Ihukuri.
Yeah.
Ihukuri.
And so this week's Once Upon a Taima is another Maui. Maui story.
We haven't featured Maui for ages.
We haven't featured Maui for ages. And should we just kick on with the story?
Yeah, we don't want to give too much away.
We don't want to give too much away, or else you just won't listen to it and you just go straight to the waiata.
Yeah.
Hoi noi te iwi, whakarongo mai.
Once upon a time, in the dawn of man and the earth's infancy, the deeds of Māui continued to shape our existence, and so too our relationships with brother and animal.
Ia mo tā tātou o te ate e ko. What's for breakfast, Gil?
Ngā mihi o te ata ki a koe hoki e koro. Well, good morning to you too, boy.
Mo taku he te tau. Ngā mihi o te ata ki a koe taku rangi paruhi.
Aneire, e kai. Me whakarite o tātou kawenga mo te haerenga ki taku kuia a Timurangi. Kaore ro, ka tai mai a Māui. Here, eat up. We've got to get our gear ready for our trip to see my grandmother Timurangi. Māui will be here soon.
Ko wai? Ko mua? Who? Mua?
Kau, ko Pōtiki.
Kātahi rā! Hea tētahi atu pēra i a mua roto rānei, e kore ai e haru mai. He pai ake rātou i a Pōtiki. Why doesn't someone else like mua o roto come? They're better than Pōtiki. All he does is just skive and breeze through life, doing as he pleases, when he pleases, with no sense of consequences for his actions.
Hea ha te amu e hoa. What's with the complaining, bro? He does a lot for a lot of people, and that's just how the Pōtiki is treated. Tōku kuarea e pēnei ana he harawene no mōna. If I didn't know any better, I would think you were jealous of him.
E kira, harawene. Kaore aku take kia harawene ai iaia. Come on. Jealous? I have no reason to be jealous of him. I just think he gets away with murder and expects everything to fall into his pounamu spoon. Fella's just rude.
Smells like I'm in time for breakfast.
Amare, see, rude, just rude. Piki motu motu, ka hoki a he whanaunga.
Kia pai noa koe. Just be nice. Māui Pōtiki, taku tungane tawhiti. Ka pau te tōrea, your timing is scary, bang.
E rau, taku tuahine, kua roa te wā.
Hau mai ki roto.
E hukuri nōku I Taima nei a hau. What's for breakfast?
Kia ore, wi. E noho mai. Anei nā.
Ira, e te parata, e pehe ana koe. Has my sister taught you how to fish yet, babe? E kororo no e hoe hoa. That smells good.
Ai, e mate ana I te huro ki te kite a koe e hoa. Like she taught you how to catch birds.
E kai tātou mā.
And so, the trio enjoys their breakfast as they discuss their plans for the journey.
Me whakarete o tātou kawenga, kei whiti mai anō te rā. Hei a pōpō pēr wehe atu ai. We should suss our gears out while it's still day, then maybe tomorrow we'll leave.
Tō kuare ai e hoa he paitonu tō whakaro. For a dumb fella, that's quite a good idea, bro.
Tō anu kei taumata kē atu I taku tuahine I a koe. Considering your ugliness, you sure are punching with my sister. Eri anō, ka pito atu au ki te tāhere manu hei o mō te haerenga.
Oh, we don't need kai. It's not that long of a journey. We'll be there in half a day.
Ko ia hoki mai koe ki te kai tōru aki e hoa. You may have to eat your words. I would suggest you go and fish, but you'll just eat the bait.
Hea ha hoki.
Ana, kua kehi. Whātu.
I think I'll use a long spear for some
Hey,
kiriru and snake.
kia tau. Can you just get along? If you can't handle the banter, then don't say anything. Kia kiri tuna.
Kia pāngu mai hoki.
Promise me you'll behave.
Tell your brother to behave. He started it.
I'm expecting you to be the bigger man here. Waiho ia kia kuare ana. Ka ti hoki toke ka mai.
Ka whakatikaina kia rite ai mo te haerenga hei te ata. Ka heke te rā ki tōna kākarauritanga, ka kai te tokotoru kararau mo te pō. And so preparations were made to be ready for the journey the coming morning. As the sun descended into its haze of dusk, the trio dined and settled in for the night.
Ei, e ho tonu ana koe? Oi, are you still awake?
I te moi tonu au, almost. Hea.
Kāre au e haere hei a pōpō. Ka waiho kōrua kia haere ana.
Hea koe kore ai e haere mai. Why won't you come along?
You fellas need to get along, and this will just be a good time to bond. Just like the fishing and the bird trapping trips you had.
He tama, on the fishing trip he got jelly ears because I caught all the fish. And the same happened when we went on the bird hunt.
He oi anō tau, he haere me taku tungane ki tōku kuia whare. Koira noiho. All you have to do is go to the house of my kuia. That's it.
Ai e te tau.
Ka parangia te whare te moi kei whitawhita ana te ahi. Ka heke te pō. Ka piki mai anō ko te awatea me ngā pane o te whare. The house fell to sleep as the fire burned on. The night went on as the morning rose again, and so too did the occupants of the house.
Kei te pehea koe, kei te whiti, mai te rā.
Chirp.
Chirp.
You te moi, bro?
Ai, e mea ana koe e hoa. I pehea tau.
E moi korohiko I nā pō, ingari kaore e tae te pēhia. Ko taua nahe hei te rā nei, ka noho mai a raukura I konei. Yeah, I had a restless sleep last night, but what can you do? Gonna be just you and I today, bro. Raukura will stay here.
Nah, yeah, sweet. Oosh, what are we up to? What goes on Haerenga stays on Haerenga, eh, bro?
Kei noho koe ka mahi nana kia I tēnei haerenga e Māui. Don't you think for a second you can play up on this trip, Māui? Tēnā, hoake.
Ka hiki papata tokotoru rā, ka huri tā rāwa titiro ki te pai e noho rā te kuia. Ka hikoi rāwa kia paupau rā no te rā, ka tū kia whakatāi, kia pahiko anō ai I ona hihi. And so the pair set off and set their sights towards the horizon in which their kuia resides. The pair trek until the sun reaches its zenith, and then they rest and escape its rays.
Mai koe? E koe mai?
E kao, e pai ana. Kaore e roa atu I konei, ka hikoi roa ana ka noho puku au. Plus I'll get too lethargic and won't be able to move as well.
Hei aha māku, oia tō waka. Sorry, bro.
Kia māmā te karawhiu a te manu I te rā, ka takahi anō te ara e Irawaru rāua ko Māui pōtiki. No rāua e hikoi ana, ka karakia puku a Māui I tētahi karakia kia whakaroro atu ai I te pai. Once the vigour of the sun's heat became bearable, Irawaru and Māui pōtiki once again traversed the track. As they walked, Māui said a karakia to himself to lengthen the horizon.
Kia uku me taku re ki te rangi, kia au atu, kia tō.
E Māui, ko tai tonu rānei tāua. Hey, are we almost there yet?
Tēnā pātai tēnā. We're just around the corner, e ira. Kaore e roa.
Tairawa atu te tokorua ki te kāinga o Timurangi, kua pō noaki. By the time the pair reached the village of Timurangi, it was well into the night. As Māui socially flitted about greeting and talking with others, our other friend looked distressed, hungry and tired, as he dragged himself through the village. Kei ware ana e te mate kai, ka whiua tōna ihu e Irawaru ki te pūkai parapara. Ka hamu, ka apu, ka horomiti. Ka kai kuria Irawaru I te korenga o nai aro ana ki tāna e kaina, me te iwi e mātakitaki atu ana I aia. Overcome with hunger, Irawaru threw his nose to a heap of scraps. Eating the scraps by gorging and ravenously devouring them, Irawaru ate like an animal, oblivious to what it was he was consuming and who was watching him.
Come on, bro. I think that's enough for one night. Kahari atu koe ki tō moenga, ne?
Māui dragged his food-intoxicated brother-in-law off into the darkness to what seemed to be towards his sleeping quarters for the night. However, our demigod hero had something else in mind.
E moe e taku tau ki te. E moe I te moe pā rohe rohe. I te moe pō uru uru. Mō te māhuki. Mō te pūkino. Kaore he painga I a koe.
As Māui spoke, he dropped Irawaru into a comatose heap face down just on the outskirts of the village in the dark by the rushing waters of a nearby stream to mask any noises that could be heard.
Sleep, my brother-in-law. Sleep a languid sleep. A lethargic sleep. There is no one more greedy, more selfish than you. And for that, may you have a salivating mouth and sensitive nose to appease that greed.
From behind, Māui grabbed the top jaw of Irawaru in one hand and the bottom jaw in the other, prying it open and pulling it away from Irawaru's face, lengthening his mouth and nose. He also grabbed both ears, pulling them long until they drooped.
Mō tō harawene me o mahi pū hai hai. Ki tāku tuahine kia roa ke tō tuara I tō tā reperepe. For your spineless acts of jealousy and mistrust toward my sister, may you have a spine that grows past your rump.
Māui then handled each limb of Irawaru, snapping them into shorter limbs with crooks at the knees and elbows that could never be straightened again.
May you walk on all fours now, brother, so that you will be lit by your nose.
Fellas are back early. E pēhe ana tō tātou tūpuna. Māui? Kei hea a ira?
Mōrena tita, e mate ana nani timu I te ora.
Pai a? Kei hea taku hoa? Where's Irawaru?
Oh, Ira. He's on his way. Just call out to him. He'll be here.
Okay. Irawaru! Kei hea koe taku tau?
If you yell out, moi, he'll come.
Kuhatea Māui. What have you done, Māui? Moi! Moi! Moi!
Just as Raukura yelled out, "Moi! Moi!" out from underneath the scrub with its nose to the ground, sniffing and inspecting, a four-legged tailed creature appeared before Raukura. Finding her scent, the creature looked up to her and yelped out a bark.
Irawaru? Is that you? Ia hatea taku tau. Māui!
Oh, Māui!
Māui! What have you done?
Yes, what have you done?
What have you done? What have you done? See, when you're such vexated with emotion, you lose your English.
Yes.
You use your English.
That happens to us a lot on Taringa.
But an interesting story. Irawaru, an interesting story about... I don't know, there's a lot to pick from that. like the brother-in-law relationship.
Yes, yes.
You know, being a brother and being a brother-in-law, how are your relationships with your brother-in-law? Are they tolerable? Do you have a great relationship? Are you like best mates? You know, you could have been best mates prior, or were you best mates when you first met, or are there things that you dislike about someone? It's quite an interesting
dynamic.
'Cause,
you know, and, you know, it's a new person entering into your whānau.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a lot to, you know, take. There's a ngaitahu kōrero where we got this part was when Māui and Irawaru went on a journey, and it was actually for bird catching, I think, and he lengthened the land, and it was to teach Irawaru a lesson that he didn't take enough kai. And there was another kōrero when they were snaring birds, and Irawaru caught heaps of all the birds, and another time when they went fishing and Irawaru caught all the birds, and Māui got jealous.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was weird. And there's another kōrero where Irawaru mistreated Māui's sister, and so then he took revenge on him and turned him into a dog. But Irawaru became the atua of kirehe, four-legged mammal animals, rats and dog, kuri and stuff like that. Yeah.
So not just dogs.
No, yeah.
Four-legged animals.
Four-legged mammals, yeah.
You don't really hear much about Māui's sister, eh?
Ka.
Well, just thinking back to the other stories, like the son, Māui and the son, Māui when he goes out fishing with his brothers, Māui when he first met his whānau, his mum and his brothers get introduced.
So I wonder if it was she like after,
Well, but Maui's the Portuguese, so.
Yeah, true that. It's a good point.
She must be the eldest.
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, interesting kōrero. And another kōrero, Maui's sister's name is Henauri, but because we've used Henauri as Maui's partner in the previous one, we thought Raukura, which is another account.
And is Henauri something to do with the marama?
With the marama, yeah. So there's a lot to unpack in this, and like our Māui kōrero always give us sort of like insight, social insight, whānau insight, but also like there's a lot of whakapapa in there, how things line up. And I don't know if it's because I claim to have a sort of Western view where it's lineal. You're trying to find like the point in times when these things happen. Yeah. Like I wouldn't know at the moment, like did he fish up New Zealand first? Did he fish up Te Ika Māui first and then do that? Or did he do that and do that? Did he slow the sun down? Yeah. How they all fit in the chronological time. It's like watching Avengers in the right order.
Nice analogy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but peo whakaro.
Yeah, it was cool. I love the Once Upon a Time episodes.
Yeah,
they're my favourite.
Same. I'd like to see visuals. So
I'd love to see visuals.
Yeah.
But I love them. It's cool to hear what the sound team does with them because we just voice the voice parts.
Oh man, we got to give up to
and
Morgan,
then they like elevate
Morkena,
to another level.
Morkena and Cho. Yeah, they just put some wicked sounds into it. Yeah.
Who would you liken Māui to in other mythological stories? I asked this because just last night, my friend, she's Thai, she was at our house and we were watching Moana.
Yep.
Well, my baby was watching Moana. and she asked us if the Māui on there was from here, Aotearoa.
Yep.
And what is he? And we were just trying to explain to her that he's a demigod. He's kind of like, would you say, Hercules?
Yeah. Too. I know, I get what you mean, and we try and draw comparatives so someone can understand what they are, what they're like. Yeah, I think like most demigods, their father most times was the god, and they found someone on earth and had a relation, and then they had a child, and that child had those special powers.
Yeah.
And then so much so that they have a whakahihi about them. They have an audacity about them, which how Māui is portrayed as well. He's known as the main nanakia, the most māminga. Yeah, so you could say that. However, I'm also saying that there's only Māui and there's only one Hercules. Yeah. Only one Māui and only one Hercules. But yeah, you could say that. Which is quite interesting, this demigod idea. Yeah, we could go on, but me waiho pia mo raurangi kōrero rero ai anō I tau kaupapa. Me huri ake e nāia nei ki tō tātou waiata mo te wiki, nā Warren Maxwell tēnei momo, ko Whakarongo te ingoa, mai te kōpaki o Hirini Melbourne tribute album. Whakarongo mai. Rangi Pai Huarere, that was from that album. It's a cool album. I love that album.
It is a cool one.
Yeah, I still jam that. It's actually one of my ringtones.
I remember back at primary school, my teacher back then, she used to play a lot of Hedini Melbourne in our class.
Nice for the nurseries here in Melbourne. Really tranquil music.
Yeah, lots of taonga puoro.
Lots of taonga puoro. Really nature stuff. Really natural taiao, environmental type of music. That's how I like it too. Hoi no, e te iwi, that was Māui and Irawaru for this week on Once Upon a Taima. Who knows where we'll go to next?
Who knows?
What'll be a far off distant land. That's what I like about those intros. Those Once Upon a Taima in a far, far off land or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those Star Wars type ones.
Star Wars stuff. Yeah. Well, they copied us because we were there first. No. Honoi te iwi, he kōrero anō au.
Ka... Just keep on listening.
Keep on listening. If you got any more whakaaro for Once Upon a Taima, give us a bell. See what you think we could write or what we could come up with. We enjoy this. It's really good for us to be creative.
Yes, flex those creative muscles.
Yeah, and to bring new voices to old kōrero. This is what we're really doing, is getting our fragments of kōrero to recreate a new story. Well, no, to highlight old stories so that we could, apply them to our everyday living now. Because they're still relevant.
They are.
Honoi te iwi, ka whakairi ake tō tātou pūtea whakanako ki te tāhuhu kōrero Taringa e mihi atu ana ki au koutou, ngā manaakitanga o te wāhi ngaro kei rungi i tēnā tātou, hei kona rā.
Hei kona.
Bit whakarongo pi kari kari, get the rope close everybody buddy. Taringa. Yeah, tahuri mai ki o, whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako, kōrero flowing out the hook of force, kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te, kaupapa tino whakahira whakarongo pi kari kari mai, hare mai, o Taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody, gather up close everybody. Kani move that body, kani move that body.
Taringa, he mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa, nā te māngai pāho me irirangi te motu I tautoko. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Taringa, whakarongo mai.